Sweet like a cactus, fruit on a summer's day. That's what I say. Blueberry muffins, 2 glasses of champagne.
다음은 남산동 유산문학관입니다.
I scrolled down the Insta page, saw a picture that I didn't want to see. You had his hand around your waist and a smile on your face, like the way you look at me. 'Cause only 8 months ago he was holding your hand, slow dancing and kissing the top of your head. And I don't know how to compete with that, 'cause you were friends since you were kids and it still feels like we just only met. Yeah, I was so naive, thinking that you've only felt this way for me. You always tell me I'm the only one you wanna be with, so why can't I believe it? Yeah, old boyfriends kinda scare me, 'cause they all got a little bit of history with you. Even when you try to tell me I got no real reason to worry, my mind starts to imagine things that never happened. I start to believe. Still think about that empty field, just you and me and time to kill. First kiss I didn't know would come. You laughing at my stupid jokes, both of us wishing we were old right then, 'cause we knew it was love. And everybody says take it slow, but I think it's true when you know you know. Yeah, we could be dancing all night, waking up for the sunrise, late 'cause we're losing.
I'm happy on my own, making coffee just for one, and eating breakfast all alone. Fewer dishes to be done.
Another guy looking for the perfect lover, the kind of love you only see in a novel. I wasn't waiting for some shiny unicorn. I've nothing at her running and you don't, but all of a sudden you're the hero of my story. I celebrate the love and only stole me glory. I still remember the way this whole thing started. I was walking down the city, feeling down and broken hearted. Then I guess sorrows lead to a room of full frankly. And I'm saying, oh my God, I'm caught in the middle of your air.
기다리시면 콜드델리, 핫까지 다양하고 맛있는 초밥이 준비되어 있으니
Trying to move a mountain on my way to get to you. Skinny dipping in an ocean blue. It's an uphill kind of battle to make you see my point of view. Is it worth it? I ain't got a clue. Sometimes you shoot yourself in the foot not to go to
I'm pleased as punch, whether spiked or sparkling. You make me tipsy and bubbly. If you're dessert, I want the last course first. Oh, how I love all your candy kisses, and I'm addicted. Oh, 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 I can't have just one. No, you make my candy coated heart melt. When you take my hand, then I am under your spell. Oh, and you make my
Jenny's the type of girl you'd look up to. Jenny's life always seems to be full of the best moves. People back home don't get why she left them, but she don't look back, she don't forget them. Cause they don't get that she's just a person. They didn't see her, they saw through her blessing. 4.0 on her GPA, Ivy League on her resume. Everybody knows she's got what it takes, but even she deserves a break. Jenny kisses girls on a Saturday, and then she kisses girls on a Saturday, or kissing other guys on a Sunday. She does what she like, and she does it in a right way. Nobody's gonna tell her if she can or can't be Jenny.
구승훈입니다. 2024년 대중교통 빅백 이벤트
이 장식장에 불도 오거든요. 불 오는 거 궁금해 하실진 모르겠는데 보여드릴게요.
Heads above the waves.